My name is Lily, and from the outside, my life looks super exciting. I've lived all over the world. India, Singapore, Alaska, even civil war-ridden Myanmar, where I was kidnapped for a week by a military coup. Pretty cool, right? But the craziest adventure I'd ever gone on was in a boring suburban home in Boston. But first, let me tell you more about myself. My parents were investigative journalists, and they went wherever the story was. Corrupt government, church cult, mysterious disease outbreak, serial dog napper. Sure, they were living a life full of intrigue. And my younger brother Jacob totally idolized them. But for me, it was constant whiplash. I craved normalcy, stability, and safety. And my parents' homeschooling techniques were questionable at best. So I spent most of my time teaching myself science and biology. The plan was to become a doctor one day. You know, something stable. Then one day, my mom delivered life-changing news.
We're moving to Boston to cover a story on the mayor's disappearance. We figure it'll take at least 2 years to crack. So we're sending you to high school.
I screamed with excitement. The most we'd ever stayed put was 6 months. Of course, the transition to normalcy was tricky. But then one day, when I was performing surgery on a mouse in biology class, I did the unthinkable. I made a friend.
Girl, you're such a natural. I'm impressed.
Thanks. I want to start my own doctoring practice one day. Hole up in one place, find some loyal patients, and really be there for them, you know?
That's beautiful. Oh, can you take a look at this mysterious fungus on my foot? Just kidding. But hey, you want to hit up the mall after this?
Suze was the best. Funny, smart, loyal. We got super close in no time. And then,
exciting news. We solved the mayor's disappearance. Turned out, he faked his own death. So we're moving to Hawaii to cover the illegal capturing of the Hawaiian monk seal.
What? No, I love it here. I finally feel like I have a life. You said 2 years.
Sorry, honey, but we're just too darn good at our jobs.
Well, I'm not going. I've spent 16 years being carted around like a chihuahua in your purse. I'm not just an accessory to take with you whenever you want to pick up and leave.
So many kids would die to be in your position. Getting to see the world, experiencing new things. If only you could be grateful like Jacob.
Well, I'm not Jacob, and I'm not leaving. Ugh, I can't stand being your daughter.
That's it. Now you're really not leaving. You're grounded.
I was done listening to my parents. I ran out of the house and hopped on my bike, pedaling as fast as I could to Suze's house. I was in such a frantic state, I didn't even see the truck turn into my lane. And smack! I went flying off my bike, launched into the middle of the road when my head slammed against the cement. And then, everything went dark. When I woke up, my head was throbbing, and my bike was destroyed. But otherwise, I felt weirdly fine. I could have died, and it was all my parents' fault. I'll admit, I was a little disoriented. I didn't know if a day had passed or a week. And when I finally got home, I was shocked to see that my parents' cars weren't in the driveway. Were they out looking for me? When I walked inside, I thought my eyes must be deceiving me. The entire house was empty. No family photos, no TV, no furniture, no family. A sinking feeling overcame me. Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? I checked every room, but not only was no one home, none of their stuff was here. And without the furniture, the place felt really eerie. When I got to my room, I was afraid to open the door. But to my surprise, it was exactly as I'd left it. I grabbed my phone to call my mom, but it went straight to voicemail. What the heck? Did my parents seriously move without me and were now blocking my calls? I looked around for a note, but there was nothing. This was insane. But then it occurred to me, maybe this was my parents' way of letting me have my way. So I decided to stay put. I'd live my life, graduate in a year, and go to college. I'm sure my parents would call me back tomorrow, and I'd deliver the news. But that night, as I was falling asleep, I heard footsteps. I ran downstairs to see who it was. Hello? Mom? Dad? Jacob? Guys? I tried to turn the lights on, but they didn't work. Then something brushed past my foot. Ah! It was just a mouse. Okay. I was just freaking myself out. Everything would be fine. And then, a strange, cold breeze swept over me and disappeared. Maybe I'd sleep at Suze's house, just for the night. I grabbed a backpack and opened the front door, but it was jammed or something. I pulled and pulled, but it was stuck. I tried the back door, but it wouldn't budge. What was happening? Something felt off. I decided to sneak out through the window, but when I went to lift it, it slammed shut, right on my hand. Ow! I frantically tried calling Suze, but it also went to voicemail. What was happening? Okay, I had to calm myself down. I bandaged my wound and tried calling my dad. As the phone rang, there was a pit in my stomach. It went to voicemail. Dad, it's me. I just got home and no one's here. And for some reason, I can't leave. Where are you guys? I got into an accident. Sorry I didn't come home sooner. I'm okay, just call me back, please. I spent the night shivering in bed. It took me hours to fall asleep, and I had the craziest dreams. As I was sliding on an iceberg in the middle of Antarctica, surrounded by killer orca whales, the sound of the doorknob turning jolted me awake. Oh my gosh, I was so relieved. My parents had finally come home. And then I heard something strange, a voice I didn't recognize, of a teenage girl laughing. I peeked over the staircase, and the door was cracked, but no one was there. Hello? I ran down the stairs, desperate to escape the house. But as soon as I arrived at the front door, it slammed shut. I pulled frantically on the knob, but it was like someone was holding it from the other side or something. Let me out! Help! Suddenly, the sound of the teenager giggling was met with another voice.
Yara, honey, put your phone down and help me unpack.
I followed the chatter down the long, dark hallway, all the way to the kitchen.
You said you wouldn't tell me what to do if I didn't complain about moving to this creepy house.
I poked my head into the kitchen, shocked to see a mother and her daughter, maybe a year or two younger than me, unpacking boxes? The mom looked totally normal, and the girl was a hardcore emo goth, so also pretty normal. I tried not to startle them, scared they might be dangerous. Hello? Excuse me, what are you doing? How long have you been here? I've been calling for help. I'm stuck in this house, but they just kept unpacking boxes. They didn't even look at me. Hello? What is happening? I tapped the woman on the shoulder, but I couldn't feel her shoulder, just air. Suddenly, I saw my hand move through her shoulder like a hologram, like she wasn't real, like she was a ghost. I screamed. The woman and her daughter cocked their heads like chickens, looking right at me. They seemed terrified. For a moment, I thought they'd seen me, but then the daughter said,
Mom, what was that?
I had to get them out of here. These spirits were clearly trapping me in my own home for some mysterious, nefarious reason. I got on my phone and called the first medium Google could find, Cassandra. According to her website, she could commune with any spirit, any age, any gender, anywhere. But of course, her number went straight to voicemail.
Unfortunately, I'm performing an urgent exorcism. So if you have any phantom menaces, if you will, please leave a message with as many details.
Yeah, hi, Cassandra? My name is Lily. There's a mother about 47 years old. I don't know, it's hard to tell. She looks like she's had a lot of work done. She could be 40? Okay, I was fear rambling. Just one of my many defense mechanisms. Sorry, so yeah, her and her, grumpy 15-year-old daughter, they won't let me leave the house. And I mean, let's be honest, I don't know how ghosts work, but I think they're blocking calls to my family too. And I've already missed 2 days of school, so it's kinda urgent. My address is 4332 Pine Grove Alleyway Road. Come quick, please. I didn't know what to do, so I barricaded myself inside my bedroom. I fell asleep and woke up the next morning to the smell of bacon? I went downstairs and peeked into the kitchen. The mother had a full breakfast buffet going. Bacon, eggs, waffles. It smelled delicious. I should have been starving, but I was way too traumatized to be hungry.
Mom, what is the largest organ in the human body?
Then I saw the daughter was doing biology homework at the kitchen table. Was this normal ghost behavior?
Mom, what's the answer?
I don't know. I'm a future bed and breakfast owner, not a scientist. The lungs? Yeah, that's right.
Wrong. It's the skin, obviously. I saw the girl filling it in on her paper and for some reason screamed, "It's the skin!" But she couldn't hear me. So I wrote it on a Post-it in big red ink and slid it in front of her. She slid back in her chair, almost toppling over. Did she see the note?
Who are you? Why are you in our house?
Honey, stop with the hysteria.
Mom, you're not supposed to call women hysterical, especially your own daughter. There's an evil being here. I can feel it. And I'm not gonna be around when it enacts its vengeance.
Whoa. Who was she calling an evil being? She had it totally twisted. She ran towards the door, making a run for it,
Hey, don't you leave this house.
but was met instead with a super tall, slender woman wearing a robe, carrying a Dan's Donuts tote bag with a bunch of supplies. This was...
Hi, name's Cassandra. Someone called in for a phantom cleanse.
Oh, thank God. What the heck? How could we both hear Cassandra? Cassandra looked at the three of us. It was unclear who she was looking at since she was wearing sunglasses.
Give me a second. I need to talk to the spirit. It's reaching out desperately.
Thank you. Cassandra approached me, standing inches away from my face. She took her sunglasses off and her eyes shot open, like she was activated.
What is your purpose here?
I called you. I have ghosts. You probably can't see them, but they're standing right behind you.
Oh, darling. Oh, sweet dear. No, you are the ghost.
What? Then how are you talking to me?
Because I'm a medium, and you are in between.
Wait, are you sure? How do I know you're not a ghost pretending to be a medium? And you answered my call. Only a human would be able to call you?
She called.
Cassandra pointed to the 15-year-old girl cowering behind her mom, watching this strange lady seemingly speak to me, a ghost. No. There's no way. I was fine after the accident. I can't be.
In a coma. You're in a coma.
Cassandra showed me the news article on her phone. Apparently, the bicycle accident left me in a coma. And my body is just hanging out in a hospital bed in Hawaii. So, is this like a figment of my coma dream, or?
No, this is real, sweetie. Your presence is haunting these lovely ladies.
The daughter was just standing behind Cassandra, mouth hanging open in disbelief, while her mother was squeezing her daughter's shoulder like it was a stress ball.
You okay, Mom? I told you.
Yep.
Okay, don't blame me. Jeez, the news is bad enough.
Honey, in a way, you are to blame. Because you're clinging to a space you won't let go of. Think of this place like emotional limbo. You're not dead, but you're not living either. And until you let go, you'll be trapped here.
She turned to the terrified, lovely ladies and presented her credit card swiper. And for a second, I could have sworn she was holding a paper that said, "Like and subscribe to MSA." Nope, made that up. She didn't have that. Seriously? Please, like and subscribe to MSA.
Time to pay.
So, is she gonna leave?
I want to. Tell me how. But Cassandra was already out the door. Luckily, she left it propped open. I tried running outside, but the door slammed right in my face.
Oh my God, was that the ghost?
Mom, maybe it's a sign. You're scared. I'm not happy. It would be the perfect time to bail on your bed and breakfast dreams and move back to where Dad is and where my old life used to be. Just saying.
Honey, no. We're not gonna let one ghost ruin our dreams.
I've got bigger fish to fry. Believe me.
Mom, stop calling your dreams ours.
Woof. I didn't want any of this mother-daughter drama. I just wanted to leave and be back in my body. I screamed it, hoping it would come true. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. I'm letting go. I reached for the door, but it wouldn't budge. I tried kicking and pushing, but my limbs just swooshed right through the wood. 4 hours later, after I calmed down, I figured being a sorta ghost, or whatever I was, came with special abilities that I didn't know about yet. Like flickering light switches, floating, blowing cold air at people. Maybe that stuff would be helpful? But what was I capable of? I tried hovering a chair, just to see if I could. It lifted, wobbled, and then launched through the kitchen window and smacked the gardener in the back. Michelle ran outside screaming apologies and ended up giving him a free night stay and a $40 please don't sue me bribe. Then I tried levitating a spoon. It spiraled into Michelle's coffee and smacked her right in the eye. She didn't even scream, just sighed, of course, and started Googling real estate agents. After a lot of trial and error, I learned that my super abilities sucked. All I could do was levitate pencils and move furniture around for some reason, all while having to watch Michelle turn my old house into a bed and breakfast. And she was working fast. And to make things worse, I could hear Yara on the phone complaining about me.
I feel like the ghost is eavesdropping. She's so noisy. She doesn't even do anything cool. I mean, the least she could do is make this boring place more interesting. Ugh, I just want to be with you, Harry. You ghostly freak, stop eavesdropping. Get a life. Or afterlife, whatever.
Fine, I was eavesdropping. Sue me. Coma Purgatory was super boring too. Soon, I learned that Yara had a boyfriend back home that she was obsessed with. And her dad divorced her mom a year ago and married another woman. So I didn't take her hostility too personally. A few days later, on the opening day of the bed and breakfast, I found all my bedroom furniture was gone, vanished, and everything I ever owned. Photos, clothes, all of it. My room had been turned into a guest room. I was being erased. Hey, I'm still here. I was so scared that leaving my room would be the end of me that I stayed. I put up with an endless stream of disgusting, smelly, nose-picking, farting guests. Just when I thought things couldn't get more uncomfortable, they did. Yara invited her boyfriend over, Harry, the one she'd been sobbing about into her hoodie since day one. Apparently, he needed a break from his toxic stepmom, and for some reason, Michelle said yes. From the second he walked in, the house started smelling like Axe body spray and microwave bacon. He flopped right onto my bed, kicked off his sneakers, and yelled,
Yo, babe, this Airbnb is fire! You guys got snacks or what?
Then he opened a soda, chugged half of it, and let out a fart so long it had segments. I wish I was exaggerating. Michelle passed by the door with this forced, hostage-level smile and said,
Let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, a TV in here would be clutch.
I swear, she blinked twice like it was Morse code for help me. Later, I tried to spook him out. Just a gentle ghost nudge. I floated a cereal box off the counter and dropped it right into his lap. He didn't flinch, just went,
Yo, Yara, your ghost is hella chill. Wanna help me make a TikTok?
and she actually giggled.
You're so dumb.
They released the video with the caption, Me vibin' with the ghost girl. It got 3,000 likes. I've never felt more personally attacked in the afterlife. That night, after he clogged the downstairs toilet for the second time, Michelle snapped. She stood at the bottom of the stairs and called up,
Yara, this is not a frat house. If Harry isn't gone by tomorrow, I'm calling his stepmother myself.
Don't you dare! He's the only thing that feels normal in this stupid place! I swear, Mom, you better not do it!
2 days later, with Harry still around, the air in the house was tense. Neither Yara and Michelle would talk to each other, or if they did, they would end up screaming and slamming doors. I was ready to full-on poltergeist this boy out of the house. Then one afternoon, I was lurking under the dining table when Harry left his phone on it and wandered off to microwave bacon. Again, the phone buzzed and a text lit up the screen. Kelsey, still thinking about our kiss last week? Miss your lips, babe? Excuse me? I stared at the phone like it had personally insulted me. Yara had to know what a fart bag Harry was. Okay, she already knew that. But if farting wasn't a deal breaker, maybe the cheating would be. Just then, I saw Yara walk into the room, and I rattled the table leg hard. The phone slid to the edge. One more rattle, and yes! It hit the floor, screen side up. Yara looked startled, then bent down to pick it up. And as soon as she saw the screen, she froze.
Our kiss? Last week?
Just then, Harry returned with his plate of bacon.
Yo, babe, you seen the hot sauce?
Who is Kelsey?
Wait, what?
Miss your lips, babe?
It's not what it looks like.
Oh, really? Because it looks like you were swapping spit with someone named Kelsey while I was crying into my hoodie in this cursed house.
I didn't think we were like exclusive since you moved.
As the two argued, I took the opportunity to rush upstairs and kick Harry's crusty backpack down the stairs and into the dining room, where Michelle was now standing too.
All of this is your fault, Mom.
Are you seriously saying it's my fault that your good-for-nothing boyfriend is a two-timer?
Yeah! If you hadn't made us leave, he wouldn't be sneaking around kissing other people behind my back.
She's not wrong, you know.
Get out!
As Harry picked up his backpack and left, Yara started to run out too. But Michelle threw her body against the front door, blocking Yara from leaving. Everyone in the bed and breakfast had gathered at the noise and were staring.
I know you're upset, but you deserve so much better than that useless, toilet-clogging piece of garbage. You're a beautiful, brave, and resilient girl. You could have...
Ugh! Just stop. This is so embarrassing. Just leave me alone.
Yara shoved past her mom and darted toward the bathroom, locking herself inside. The guest seemed super confused. Suddenly, I was reminded of the fight with my mom. But instead of running after me or stopping me from leaving, my mom just let me go. And then wasted no time before moving to Hawaii. She didn't care about me at all. I had to fight for myself and find my way out of here. And then, the next day, some super old guy left his laptop open in my room. I had an idea. I focused on levitating a pencil over the keyboard, typing my name into the search bar, key by key. Maybe I could at least find out what the status of my body was. But just as I was pressing the last button with my mind, I heard a shriek.
There's something here! My keyboard! It's moving!
I jolted, startled, and fell out of the swivel chair, launching it to the other side of the room.
The chair just tried to attack me! There's a ghost!
All of the guests ran over to see the commotion. I tried tiptoeing away, but tripped and knocked into the lamp, toppling it over, the light bulb shattering. Suddenly, all the guests were screaming and running. It was like a scene out of a horror movie, but I was the horror. Wait, don't go! I wasn't trying to be spooky, I swear! But then I saw an out. I leapt onto the old man's back, trying to hitch a ride out the door. He must have felt my presence or something.
The spirit is clinging to me! Get her off! Get her off!
As soon as he was out the door, I was blown back by an imaginary gust of wind, thrust into the living room, toppling into the coffee table. Yara poked her head out of the bathroom.
Oh, wow. Finally some action here.
Yara, stay in the bathroom. Okay, Spirit, come at me. What do you want?
I just wanted to leave, but how could I tell her? I picked up a pencil and began writing on the wall.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Cool.
I wrote, "I'm sorry. I mean no harm. I'm just stuck." I dropped the pencil and then started pushing the furniture back to where it belonged. Michelle and Yara watched me, stunned.
I think she's been trying to leave, Mom. Help her.
Suddenly, Michelle collapsed to her knees. She started breaking down, crying.
I don't know how. And now the business is ruined. Yara, I'm sorry I moved us here. It's just the divorce was hard on you, I know, but it was devastating for me too. I was with Dad for 20 years. I was heartbroken. I was so focused on running to something new, something that would make me happy. I didn't consider you. Maybe the ghost is a sign that I haven't been seeing you. If you want to move back, we can move back.
Yara came out of the bathroom and grabbed her mom's hand.
Mom, no. Believe it or not, I like seeing you happy. I don't want to take that away from you. Plus, things are finally getting interesting. Mom, it's okay to be heartbroken.
But I'm the parent.
Exactly. And that means I know where I got my strength from.
Michelle gave her daughter a huge hug. Somehow, my presence had brought them together. And watching them hug made me feel so alone. I went back to my room and laid on the bed crying. Yep, apparently ghosts can cry. The next morning, I noticed something on the computer. The search result from earlier. I levitated a pencil and sneakily clicked on one of the links. It was an article about me, about how my parents had poured all their resources and energy into doing a story on brain activity during comas. Apparently, there was a procedure that could save me, but it was only because of the greed of the healthcare industry that it wasn't public knowledge. My parents even sold the house to fund the investigation. I walked down the stairs to see the front door was propped open. I saw Yara and her mom laughing as they added the word haunted in front of the bed and breakfast. Then it occurred to me, if Yara could forgive her mom, maybe I could forgive mine. Beep, beep, beep. She's awake! Honey, come here! I was so disoriented, but I could see my mom in front of me, tears streaming down her face, clutching my hand in hers. Mom, is this real? Her teardrops landed on my hand. It definitely felt real. Oh my goodness, Lily. I am so sorry we put ourselves before you. You and Jacob are everything. It's my fault for driving you away. I'll never forgive myself. Mom, it's not your fault. You're great at what you do. And if you weren't, I'd never have woken up. But we didn't even do the operation. You just woke up all on your own. Maybe Cassandra was onto something. It wasn't the house I had to leave behind. It was my anger. Mom, Dad, you were just chasing your own happiness. You deserve that too. I'd rather have parents with a passion for life, especially after witnessing just how easily it can be taken away. I love you guys. Your forgiveness means everything. And I promise you'll like Hawaii. We can stay as long as you want. Actually, I have another idea. My parents agreed to pay for me to stay at the bed and breakfast until I graduated high school. Suze was over the moon to have me back. And when I confessed to Yara that I was the spirit, we became fast friends. I told her she could probably take down the haunted sign now. But she said,
No way! Business is booming because of it. Turns out a lot of people are obsessed with ghosts.
Turns out I didn't need to leave the house to finally be seen. I just had to stop running from it. And yeah, my craziest adventure? Not Myanmar, not the monk seal. It was becoming the ghost in my own house and finding my way back to life.